One of my friends does a competition every year called AR-15 Day. The first time I did it, I won. The second time I did it, I got 4th place. And the third time I did it was this year, so I decided to give myself some extra handicaps to have a little bit more fun, including a rifle from the 1970s, kit from the 1980s, and then I gave myself an actual handicap. I broke my hand. So today I want to talk about some of the things I learned and some of the challenges that I ran into. First of all, however, let's just go over the kit that I was using at the time. So I'm using my M16a1 replica. This replica has almost all original parts with the exception of the lower and the buffer spring. The barrel is a FN barrel made in the 80s. This kit is a load-bearing vest enhanced. From my understanding, some of the first generation of the load-bearing vests were sent into Panama during Operation Just Cause, and then they made some improvements to it. Now, I actually saw one of the originals one time for sale at a gun show for like 15 bucks. I'm really sad I didn't pick it up. Then I had my belt below that. I have the shovel on one side and then a full canteen on the other side. And then I also had a pistol on my waist. I'm not wearing the pistol right now. I took that off after the competition, but let me show you what I had. So this was not a pistol competition. The pistol didn't really matter, but there were bonus points distributed for kit. And if you had a belt, to get the points for it, you needed to have a pistol in a holster. So I used my CZ82 in this holster because I thought it fit the vibe of vintage. Obviously this is an American, but it's still really cool. Now let's talk about the stages. I'm going to pull out my phone and narrate the videos for you guys. So in the first stage, we fired 3 shots at 3 different targets at 25 yards. The 3 targets were a gong that was about 8 inches, a full-sized IPSC, and then a IPSC that was probably 25% sized. I did pretty good in this stage, I felt. However, I did miss one of my shots at the last target. I'm pretty sure that the reason I missed it was because the sun was behind the targets. However, out of 34 people, I got 15th place on this one. My time was 11:37, and there was a 1-second penalty for the miss that I had. Okay, the second stage I really struggled with. It required 3 different shooting positions. The first shooting position was left-handed, so I couldn't really put much pressure on my pointer finger, so I had to use my middle finger to pull the trigger. Thankfully, the left-handed shooting was first, because if I had to switch into that position, that would probably be pretty bad. So we started a few yards behind the target, behind the stand. We ran up to it, fired 2 shots at the small target on the left. Then we went prone and fired 2 shots at the middle IPSC, which is really large, so that was nice. And then, oh yeah, I forgot. While I was doing this, I fired a 3rd shot at that middle target. And that was a big mistake. That definitely cost me some time. Then I ran back to the 3rd one, and this time I did actually miss one, so I did need to fire 3 shots there. My time was 30.19 seconds, so that gave me a 3-second penalty, and that landed me in 17th place. I think I could have done much better in this one. Anytime I need to switch from 3 hits to 2 hits or 2 hits to 3 hits between stages, I usually struggle, but that's just me. Okay, this next stage is where it really started to fall apart for me. This one, you had 4 magazines in front of you, each holding 2 rounds. Now, I want to show you something. He told us that we were going to need to bring 4 magazines if we, had a non-standard gun. So I knew that I was going to need to do some reloads, so after I broke my hand, I did practice reloads. The way that I practiced doing it was from my kit. I would grab the magazine on the groove right there using metal magazines between my middle finger and ring finger. So I would grab it like that, pull it out, insert it, hit the bottom. I also downloaded my magazines so they go in a little bit easier because I can't hit them with much force like this. But I'd hit them, and then I would hit the release with my middle finger. So that was how I practiced doing this. I didn't know what the stage was going to be, though, so when I got there, it was a little bit different. Instead of drawing from my kit, the stage had 4 magazines on the table. I'm sure I could have drawn them from my kit, but I didn't really ask. I didn't expect to do very good in this stage anyway, so I wasn't super worried about it. Also, they had already unloaded magazines, and since it required only 2 rounds loaded, I would have needed to unload 4 metal magazines and then reload them. I thought it would just be easier, given the circumstance, to use the magazines that they had there. They were polymer magazines, so they didn't have a groove for me to grab with my fingers, like I had practiced. So, I really struggled on this stage, especially, once the buzzer went off, I picked up the magazine and I just already started struggling. I hung the magazines off the table a little bit so that I could grab them in my fingers, but it just wasn't enough. What I did do in this stage was I fired one shot out of the first magazine so that the second shot would load into the chamber. Then I fired 2 shots in the second magazine, 2 shots in the third magazine, and then the fourth magazine I fired all 3. I think that's the most efficient way to run a stage like this. Then all you need to do is tactical reloads. You don't need to hit the release or the charging handle or anything like that. So this stage, I didn't do very good. I actually got 28th place, but they said I had 2 misses on this stage, and looking back at the video, I pretty clearly didn't. So I'm sure that was just an error of whoever entered that information in. I'm not super worried about it. Like I said, I wasn't really super competitive in this competition anyway. And I checked at the end of the scoring, it would have maybe bumped me up 2 positions. So I got 28th place, but I should have actually gotten 20th place. Okay, the next stage required 1 shot on probably a C-zone sized target at 130 yards. Then you run up to 25 yards and take 1 final hit on that target. I really should have gone prone on this stage. I think that would have helped me out a lot. I had practiced a drill where I shot at 100 yards standing and learned to hit A zones pretty consistently. So I used that information and thought, I bet I can do this standing. I really think the time to go prone would have not really been a wasted time for me. I could have even started prone because you started in that position. So I think the best thing to do would have been to start prone, then get up and run. I thought getting up would slow me down quite a bit because I had struggled earlier in the stage getting up without my left hand. But I should have just done that, and then I wouldn't have had 3 misses on that target. So this stage landed me in 19th place. It did make me feel good that I did get it, and there were several people with iron sights that really struggled on this stage, significantly more than I did. And the next 2 stages I sadly did not get video of, but I will talk about them really fast. Okay, so I shoot right-handed, but I'm actually left-handed. So on this stage I really struggled because it involved loading 20 rounds into a magazine and then firing 1 shot at a target kind of as the buzzer beater. So that was pretty rough for me because this is the hand that I do all that kind of stuff with. And if you've ever brushed your teeth with your offhand, it just feels really awkward. Try stuffing a magazine with your offhand. It feels super awkward. I got 24th place on that stage, and I wasn't super happy with that. Then the final stage I kind of rocked. So the final stage was slow fire. I think we had 2 minutes to do it. They basically wanted to stop somebody from just taking forever. But it was just 5 shots on a target at 130 yards, and then the smallest group won. I did not have the smallest group with iron sights, but I did have all 5 shots on paper. My group size was 4.76, and that got me in 14th place. Now, I did the math later, and that was actually a 3.74 MOA group, which I am very impressed with, given the fact that I was using the cheapest factory seconds that I could find on the internet. All around, all of that being said and done, I landed in 26th place at this competition. I think I would have done much better, even with this rifle and kit, if I could have used my left hand. Because I can't grip with my thumb, it does have a metal plate in it, so I do have a place to grab the rifle, but I can't really get a full grip on it to make sure that I'm pulling it into my shoulder for recoil control. But so I can't really get great recoil control. I definitely struggled in the reloading stages or really anything that just required specific manipulations. So I think I would have done much better in this competition if I would have had my hand, but even then it was just there to have a lot of fun. And one of the things I was really impressed with was my friend Sam got like 11th place, even though he was using an M1 Garand. And I'm really sad that he was in a different squad than me because I would have loved to record what he had and post it up for you guys. But he did very good given the weapon he was using and the kit he was using. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm 8mm Mauser Man. I used an M16a1 and a broken hand in a shooting competition, but I lived on. You be the judge. That was way more explosion than I expected. Keep the change, you filthy animal.